Tammy, we received a listener question, and this answer is going to be different for both. Well, our answer will be the same, but it's very different situations in Atlanta versus Dallas. And the question is getting a property boundary survey really necessary?
Yes.
And so can we answer that from a lender's perspective? Because it used to be that the lenders required a property survey so that they would know if they had any title insurance issues, and lenders don't require that anymore. But I say in Metro Atlanta, you shouldn't buy a property without having a property boundary survey, because that's the only way you know what you really own. Give me that answer for Dallas.
Absolutely. And there's not a single property we sell that the title unless you're buying something without title insurance. But if you're buying something with title insurance and you have a lender, you're required to have the title insurance.
At least lenders, if not owners, but at least lenders, title insurance.
Well, yes. And so, but the title company requires that a survey be provided.
Right.
Now, what's interesting is surveys are, especially in the last couple of years, they're a bigger topic in Texas than they traditionally have been.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So they're copyrighted. And many people don't know that a survey is copyrighted by the surveyor. And that surveyor gives the copyright of that survey to the home buyer, to the homeowner,
or whoever pays them.
Whoever pays them. Right. And there's a form in Texas called a T-47. And it's an affidavit that goes with the survey where a homeowner will say, the survey I'm providing you is true and accurate, except we put in a pool.
They certify. Oh, so they describe anything that's different.
They describe, this survey is true and accurate, except we extended the fence.
Yeah.
Except we built a storage unit in the back, right?
Or except our neighbor's driveway encroaches, whatever it is.
Well, I don't remember the exact date. It was sometime in the last couple of years. Let's call them the Professional Survey Association. I'm making that up. But whoever,
there is something. I don't know what it's called.
There is something, right? So the surveyors came out and went, whoa. You don't, and so title insurances were giving title insurance. They were insuring that survey that was not done. It wasn't accurate. Meaning that you moved the fence.
Wait a minute. So.
Yeah.
Basically, another party was trying to use the survey that was really done for the prior owner,
Correct.
which is evidently a no-no, I think, in Texas. And they were saying, hey, let me just describe for you what's different on this property than it was. And the surveyor said, no, you can't do that. If you want to know what's there, get a new survey.
Absolutely.
Okay, interesting.
So you have to get the permission of the surveyor to reuse the survey, or you get a new one.
Maybe you get the same surveyor to go back out and amend it, because they probably still have the survey.
Because now it's copyrighted, which means that the surveyor can, raise concern.
Well, and when you think about it, if the surveyor contracts with this particular party, then it's really only that party that would probably have the right to pursue the surveyor for something that's wrong. And if I take the work from my surveyor and give it to you as a buyer at closing, it probably really has nothing to do with you, meaning there's no protections, there's no nothing for you.
Nothing. So if something were to arise from it in the future, there's this gray area and there's this liability. So brokers have been instructed that if we're given a survey by our seller, if we represent the buyer, we're given a survey by the seller, and it is not done for this transaction. Don't include it. Don't include it, and be very clear with the buyer to say that's your choice, right, to include it. But I'm advising you, this survey is not created for this transaction. It was created for that transaction, and it's old.
So I think I've never bought a property without getting a property survey, except a townhome that I purchased.
Yeah.
And it's just because I think you just need to know, where are your lot lines, where are the pins and the corners, is the neighbor's fence on your property, is your fence on their property. I think you just need to know before you buy a property. Sounds like there's more requirements for surveys in Texas that don't exist in the state of Georgia, and I'm not even sure why.
I don't know why
Because title insurance works the way title insurance. Here in Georgia, they don't issue regular title insurance policies. They pretty much only issue enhanced title policies, which cover survey issues even if they have not been disclosed. It's a weird thing. I don't know how they do that.